Hello, and welcome to episode 16, 15, 16 of the Crubcast.
16.
Something teen.
Yeah, we're 4 months into this shit.
Wow. I am Chris Meekness fan. Sean.
That's me.
How are you?
I am doing all right. I've been playing Armored Core a lot. How are you doing?
Me too.
I haven't been playing Armored Core a lot, so I'm not as good as you, I think.
Disgusting. That I am really disappointed in you, and I want you to be a better person. But speaking of a better person, Buckets is with us today. Say hi, Buckets.
What's up, gamers?
The gamers thing, it always hurts. But speaking of hurting me, Moriarty's here, and he wants to stab me, maybe.
I would never stab you.
Not on air.
It requires getting way too close.
Yeah, there has to be at least 3 feet between us. It's actually in our contract. And speaking of contracts, Kevin's here, and we don't want to talk about his contract.
It's very expensive. Hi.
It's $274. But anyway, so how's everyone doing today?
$274.
Yeah.
He didn't add a digit at the end. You don't know.
Oh man, you don't want to know what's on his rider.
God.
Sex favors.
Look.
Like the Danny DeVito, it's Always Sunny skit, where the producers were like, look, every third season we owe him a blowjob.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't know who has to do it, and neither does he.
It's like Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Except there's 5 bullets in the chamber.
God. And after that, we're done. But so today, just wanted to get it out the way. So today, we're going to be reacting to Steam reviews because, look, we've seen IGN reviews. We've even talked about stuff like that. And we've all reviewed games ourselves. So what it comes down to is sometimes we need other gamers to kind of point us in the right direction. And Steam reviews is a mistake sometimes. So what I decided to do, just to have a little fun today, was compile a list of Steam reviews that are funny, ridiculous, and absolutely make no sense because you're not talking about the game. It's incorrect. So I just want to have some fun with that. And what we're going to do, I'm going to give the review. We're going to kind of guess what game it is and just kind of go and have fun. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up hating every second of it. We'll find out.
I may also end up hating every second of it.
But you won't, because you're watching here on Crub. That's it.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do it. There's no bigger plug than that. That's it.
There's no. Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to go down the rabbit hole of
No.
just here. Okay. Well,
No.
good. So first of all, we'll just start with this review.
Okay.
And I'll give a little hint in the beginning. This is an older game, a much older game. Steam review number 1. One of the most overrated games of all time. It really ticks me off that this game gets so much undeserved praise and credit for being, frankly, not good at all. Regardless of what people say, there are far better JRPGs than this Traversity.
Super
Half-Life.
Mario 64 Steam.
Half-Life.
Such as
Dark Souls.
such as Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IV. I don't know why he put... Anyway, Suikoden 1, 2, and 5, Wise series, Dragon Quest 4 and 5, and even Aldruna.
Isn't it East?
I'm gonna jump in and
Alundra.
say it's East, so you don't get destroyed.
Yeah.
I know. That was a point. Alundra are all better than this crap.
Super Mario 6. Still Super Mario 64
Still
Steam.
think Half-Life.
That's
Is this a new release of an old game or an old Steam release?
Oh, are we asking for hints on these, or are we just...
Yeah, are we allowed to
guessing?
ask?
Oh, are
yeah,
we
you
not
guys
allowed
first.
to? This is
Yeah, go
Chrono
ahead.
Trigger.
This is indeed Chrono Trigger.
You can't tell us that we've all guessed. I hadn't guessed yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I am disgusted in
Sorry.
the process.
I just
I'm
wanted to
disgusted
point.
in the
Clear
process.
bias.
What were
bias.
What were you going to guess, Em?
I don't know anymore.
So Chris has
Cross.
1 on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Should we keep score? Should I go get
No.
a whiteboard?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll do moving forward is I'll make sure everyone has a guess, and then I'll say what it is.
All right, well, I do have a note. I have a pen and paper. I'll keep score.
He's gonna... Okay. You want
Nico's
to
like, I'm going to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose. No. I am absolutely not gonna win this. I'm at a disadvantage. I only play FromSoft games.
Well,
Now, before we carry on, we
Yes.
should elaborate. What is a video game?
God.
I know you can't see me, but the number of times that I blinked at my monitor, it was
At least
it
3.
was a lot. It was a lot.
It was definitely
Are
at least
we
3.
seriously asking me to like elucidate the audience on what
They
the
may not know.
definition
Like,
of
we
a
have
video
Nico
game
here.
is?
We have a lot of audio realm listeners. They may have never seen a video game before. They may have only heard one.
Yeah. God.
Audio
Sure.
games?
So, a video game is
I don't like this bit. I don't like this bit.
I teach
This
me
will
right
actually
now.
happen. We can't do it.
God. Okay, so
like, I'll go on. I'll do it.
okay, so another game, another Steam review. God. This is one that we've all played.
So you play it electronically.
Yes. And you can see it.
So is it like
You
like
see
tennis
it.
or
So actually, it's funny that you say tennis because tennis was the first, maybe second game, Tennis for Two in 1962, and it was made on
Dark
the.
Souls.
I thought video games started in 1964.
Actually, it was
They did,
Persona.
Well, yeah.
so,
no,
so
video
you're
games
talking about
started in
Knots and Crosses,
1964.
maybe. So Knots and Crosses was 1958. Then you had 1962, which would have been tennis. You guys are fucking with me.
Okay, first of all, Moriarty, you're wrong because the first video game that was ever made was Persona 5, which then predated
That's true.
anime.
That's true, actually.
Yes. So come on, get your facts. I can't believe I'm doing a podcast with people that don't know that. I'm disgusted, insulted, and
I
quite
forgot.
frankly,
They don't know the facts, Sean. They don't know the facts.
I forgot it.
well, I spaghetti.
Yo for Gotti,
Steam review number 2. This is a game that we've all played.
including me.
Yes.
That limits it. Okay.
Yeah, that makes
This-
it real easy.
This game is the girl that ghosted you. You'd hit off great at first, almost perfect. She promised you a great time and a major commitment. Immediately, you notice some red flags, but she promises to work on them. Issues continue to mount fast, and you're wondering if this is really worth your time. She reassures you that she is working on it and promises to be better. After months of waiting, you hardly see each other anymore. Things are stale and all these promises become a shell of what they were. She comes up with an idea to take you out to eat at a fancy restaurant. But she ends up taking you to McDonald's instead and makes you pay. You keep telling yourself that things will get better, but they won't. She won't even keep her end of the bargain. It's time to let her go.
Hatoful boyfriend.
No. Like, clearly this is a game that needs to be updated, right? So, like, my initial thought is that this is No Man's Sky, because it sounds like No Man's Sky. But there's no way that this is No Man's Sky because it's Nico. He would never have played that.
Yeah, it's got to be Elden Ring. It's got to be Elden Ring.
No, it's Apex Legends.
Apex is a good choice.
That is yeah.
Nico's played Apex.
Apex is like
Apex.
actually a really good choice.
Nico, what are the 8 games you've played? Just so I know what I'm pulling from.
I mean, I can actually list them if we want to.
All
list
the
your-
Dark
list your
Souls.
Well, so yeah, all the Souls games except Dark Souls 2,
So
Which you
I
might even
played
enjoy if you like
Ratchet,
Sekiro.
Ratchet and Clank PS4,
It's not Ratchet.
Rift Apart.
It's not any of those.
I've played Armored Core 6, obviously.
I mean, I guess it could be that.
Already
This
been
is
a
something that
record
would have
saying
happened.
that 3 of us haven't.
Apex
Yeah.
Legend, Apex,
It's
Fortnite,
Apex. It's gotta be
Minecraft, Apex, Fortnite, Minecraft.
Either Sean's wrong about what games we played, or it's
Oh,
Apex.
Doom Eternal, Doom 2016. Could be Doom Eternal.
No,
I'm gonna-
This
I'm
is
gonna
something that
lock
has
in-
updates. It has updates because he's
Doom has
talking about.
updates. It's DLC.
yeah, but
But it's not. Nobody here played through the DLC for Doom Eternal.
That's true. Only Trav
Yeah.
did. He's the only one.
yeah,
on
only
Earth.
Trav.
Yeah.
Oh, so I haven't played Doom
I've
Eternal.
also played The Surge.
Do I not get points if I also vote Apex? Because that feels real likely at this
No,
point.
you can say that.
I vote Apex.
I'm
Legends.
voting Elden Ring. I'm voting Elden Ring.
Okay, so you are all wrong. It is actually Halo Infinite.
That was the other one I was going to say.
Of course, it was
You know what?
Halo Infinite.
It was
What
one
is
of the
it
two.
not?
It was one
I'm
of the
giving
two.
Sean a point for stumping everybody.
No, that
Okay.
that really is Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, when you
Boy,
think
that
about it.
review is so
I
accurate.
hate that review, but it is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Infinite,
Yes.
man. That game could have been just so good.
In it,
Because it had the gunplay was great. The gunplay's great. It had the gunplay, right? And like when you could get into a match that was populated with people, it was great fun.
yeah. But
You know,
It was
I'm
just
on
the
that
rest of
track
it.
with gunplay.
Everything around it, man. Like that's one of those games where you look at it, right? And it's just like everything outside of the core gameplay of Halo Infinite is so bad. The UI was bad. The servers were bad. Just everything was bad.
yeah,
It's such a shame.
Yeah,
It really
It's
It is.
such a
It is.
such
actually
damn
a shame. Yeah.
And now, of course, our 343 announced that they don't, and I talk about this every time, they don't have enough money for
Nope.
a cutscene.
they are.
yeah.
They are
don't
an
have
indie
the
developer.
budget for a cutscene. So Halo is dead. And if
Yeah.
Starfield launches, or has launched by the time this is out and does well,
it will have, I think, the
Yeah.
day of.
yeah,
Or
so,
the week,
so
the few days before. Sorry.
people who go and play Starfield, that I've heard is good. So
I hope
we'll
it's good.
see.
I really do. I am really looking forward to Starfield, and this video will come out after I play Starfield, and we'll see how much I believe in myself after that.
Yeah.
God. So here's another one. This one, it has a very large user base. I don't know if any of you have played it, but here we go. Review number 3. Spawned in the game for my very first time. Cried a bit since the game runs pretty bad, though I know it will get better, but it's still playable. Started learning controls and running around. Saw a big rock and thought, nice! Maybe I can use this as a weapon. Upon closer inspection, it was dinosaur poop. Thought I could maybe throw poop at other people or dinosaurs. Couldn't figure out how to equip poop. Clicked on poop in inventory. Clicked use item. By clicking on use item, I thought it would allow me to put it in my hand to wield the poop. Apparently, that made me eat the poop. I died from poop. Note to self, do not click use item on poop or other dangerous items.
This is great.
So
I'm going to say
That tells the
Turok.
story.
I'm going to go last.
I'm going to say Turok.
Okay.
All I can think of with the dinosaurs is Ark.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Ark Survival?
I feel like it's
Evolved, the full
clearly
name?
Ark. Like it feels clearly like Ark.
I
Yeah.
only know 2 games with dinosaurs in it. One of them has robot dinosaurs in it, and the other one is Turok. So I'm guessing Turok.
I'm going to say Ark. Disclosure, I would have said Ark anyway, but if there's multiple Ark reviews, I'm not sure if there are. I looked at the doc ahead of time to make sure I had access in case Sean's internet died.
Yeah.
And I did see out of the corner of my eye what I thought was Ark.
Yeah,
So
it was the first one I wrote down.
Okay,
I'm going completely out of order. But yes,
Okay.
It is indeed Ark.
Should
As
I
soon
not?
as you
Should I
say
not give
that
a
you're-
point for this one?
Well, no, clearly
I would have said Ark anyway.
Give the point. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I would have said Ark anyway, but
I'll be lenient. I'll give the point.
yeah.
I clearly deserve the point no matter what.
I think
but-
if you... I think
Yeah,
if
you would say that.
God. This one might be a little tricky. It's just one sentence.
Ooh.
The loading screen is my favorite part. Now, this is a game we all know about. We've probably all played. And this kind of, I'd say, mid-tens. No.
Don't give any more info. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
have
Doom
a-
Eternal.
I have a general question. Are there any repeats?
No.
Okay, so it's a different game.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Cool.
Yes, there are no repeats. There are some that will have 2 reviews, and I will separate them at the same time, so you can get both of them.
Okay.
Extra points
I'm
if
going
you
to
get it
say
on the first one.
Skyrim then.
Skyrim?
I'm gonna say Doom Eternal.
Mid-tens loading screens.
Mm-hmm.
You said we've probably all played it?
No, wait. I'm gonna say GTA 5. I lied. I'm switching to GTA 5.
Okay.
You said
I'm-
we've probably all played it, Sean?
Yes.
I'm really feeling my Skyrim then.
Skyrim and GTA 5 both sound right, but it's the mid-10s thing that slipped out that's tripping me up. Because I'm like, what? Like, open world?
Skyrim was 2011.
Yeah,
but with the
Mid-10s?
remasters and everything, if it's a Steam review, it's going to be a newer review. So it's going to be the most recent release of Skyrim, which would probably have better load
25
times.
of those.
That would have been the
But
special edition.
I
around
still
the
feel good
Switch.
about Skyrim. Or another game like that, maybe like a Fallout.
Yeah.
I was thinking Fallout, because it's that'd be dead center of mid 2010s.
I'd say a little earlier than the mid 10s. Actually, let me see when this came out. Because
I
I'm
was-
only going off of when the review was made.
I was talking myself in the Fallout 4 pretty
So it's
quick
a
on that
review
one.
from the mid 2010s.
Skyrim.
Well, no, because Sean would know the exact date of Skyrim.
Yes. Yeah, no, actually, it seems... Yeah, no, around the mid 10 seems to be right.
Well, then it's not Skyrim. Zoom in on his glasses there.
Yeah, what's it?
I'm
Computer.
looking behind my camera for other games.
All right.
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs? Okay.
I'm gonna just take it over to Fallout 4 then, right?
So we got Fallout
Skyrim
4.
to Fallout. It makes sense. It's until 2015-ish, right?
Okay. So we got a Fallout. We have... Nico, what was yours?
GTA 5.
GTA 5. All right. Then we got Kevin going with Watch Dogs. What about you, Chris? Where are you going? Where's your heart telling you to go?
I think I'm tucked into Fallout 4.
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Well,
He
the
forgot,
answer...
he forgot mine. He forgot my answer, so it must not have been right.
So, oddly enough, Nico was correct. It is Grand
Okay.
Theft Auto 5.
Okay.
It was
Yo,
released in
let's go!
2013.
Yola,
rigged.
let's go!
'Cause
Yeah,
those
this is
loading-
rigged. He changed
those-
his mind halfway through when he realized I was right.
I mean, I just realized that that someone saying my favorite part was the loading screen could mean one of two things. It could mean that the game is bad or that the loading screens have something pleasing on them.
I wouldn't have had too many of those because I played it on PS5 pretty much for the first time, or at least recently.
That's
right?
true, you
Most of the
did.
way through. So
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking of that as a game with loading screens. It's just like,
Yeah.
Nico. He's just
Yeah, when
saying
it-
a popular game.
No, when that
I think-
game came out, it was... The loading screens were awful. Like, going
Especially
on
for
online...
online. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to wait for like
Mm.
5-10 minutes just to get on. It was awful.
Yeah.
I think I
Disgusting.
played it on PS4. I think I played it on...
One
Mm.
thing that go ahead, Nico. I'm sorry.
I only did 2 of the heists. That's all I was going to say.
One thing that you don't have to wait for is your chance to subscribe to Crub over at youtube.com/CrubOfficial. We are available in the audio realm if you go to crub.org. We stream these podcasts that you're listening to right now. There's a live streamed version with an exclusive pre and post show. Currently, we do that at twitch.tv/Crub_official. Everywhere else, you can find us at CrubOfficial. So you should follow on all of those platforms that you desire, especially the YouTube, because the YouTube is where we put all of our extra video content, which you would enjoy. Sometimes we're naked. Sometimes. You won't see it, but we are. M's always naked.
It's
Oh, yeah.
true.
Brody, too. They're contractually obligated to be nude. So you should...
I mean, they would have been anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Brody is a nudist, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should follow on all those platforms. If you're listening on the audio realm, leave a nice review. If you're listening on the YouTube realm, leave a comment. Doesn't have to be nice, but you can do it. And I'll make you a deal. If you hit the like button on the YouTube video version of this right now, if you're not satisfied by the end, I'll give you a like back guarantee. You can take the like back free of charge. Just don't check your credit card statement, but free of charge.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah.
I looked it up. The GTA 5 load time on the PS4 was 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah.
That tracks. That tracks.
That's insane.
Imagine
awful.
waiting over 3 minutes to...
That was 2 minutes and 18 seconds. That is
I'll
not
shout
over
out-
3 minutes.
I don't know
I'll
how
shout
to
out
do-
one of our chatters on the Twitch side here, Chimbus, who mentioned Rockstar paid a modder like $20,000 to make the loading faster.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And even then, that seems low. That seems like a low price.
At least it's not like nowadays where they just sue the modders instead.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, as I was going through a lot of Steam reviews, you know how many people I saw like complaining, no, not complaining, but getting mad that like companies were suing them because of modding. Like
probably a lot.
10 of these games, including Grand Theft Auto 5. That one, I had to scroll a lot to just find one that did not involve that didn't involve modding and didn't involve killing prostitutes. Like those were the only two I was trying to not find.
Yeah.
But speaking of not dealing with prostitutes, the next game.
Ooh.
This has 2 reviews. So we'll start with number 1.
So let us guess before each one. Yeah. And if we get it right the first time, then it's 2 points.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good man.
But you can change and still get 1 on the second review.
Yeah. I don't care how much people praise this game. This is a bad game. The other port, or the original, nothing's changing my opinion. To this day, I still don't get why people want a third entry to this. I can't get past the first level at all. The character feels super weighty to me. Everything feels unpolished despite being remastered for the PC. The hub worlds are confusing to me. The cutscenes just shouldn't exist. So many problems. This game aged like milk. If you're one of those dudes who thinks this is the best game ever made and thinks the other ones are garbage, cool. Keep your garbage opinion. But this isn't peak. The franchise can do so much better than this. Do I think the formula is bad? No, far from it. This game can still do great things with momentum-based gameplay, but I haven't seen this team crack any of that yet. Even if you don't like boosting, at least they took time to refine it. This isn't the peak. Years later, look, it's not good. It's just not good. Every other version has demolished this game. You guys got the third entry in a different game long ago. The third entry is a pipe dream, and it's never going to happen. It shouldn't happen. The expectations this fandom have are so high that no one will be pleased with the third entry. Just let it go.
So third entry.
I'm gonna just go ahead and I think because I can see their faces here.
Yeah, you two need to go first.
I think this is Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay.
I mean, third entry is leading me down the Valve pipeline, and so I'm thinking somewhere in the Half-Life range. I'm gonna say Half-Life.
Okay.
Can you give me the
Half-Life
first
2.
couple sentences of that one again?
The first couple? Yes.
I need to make sure which one this is.
I don't care how many people praise this game. This is a bad game. The other port or the original, nothing's changed my opinion. Do you want more?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
To this day, I still don't get why people want a third entry. I can't get past the first level at all. The character feels super weighty to me. Everything feels unpolished despite being remastered for the PC. The hub worlds are confusing to me. The cutscenes just shouldn't
Sonic
exist.
Adventure 1.
Sonic Adventure 1.
Okay.
Either it's the biggest rug pull.
Sonic
saying
Adventure
Half-Life
DX,
2.
maybe.
DX is the official Steam one, yeah.
I felt that it had to be a Sonic Adventure, but it's the original one that makes me think it's 2.
Okay.
But they're so incredibly confident that I'll go with Sonic Adventure 1 DX as well.
We've influenced the vote. Let's go.
Nico, what are you doing?
I'm sticking with Half-Life 2.
Okay.
Now, I'll be with you. I was thinking Half-Life also, just because of the third entry thing.
Yeah, well, and
until
I'm
Boost.
only
Yeah, the boost. It was boosted immediately. Did
Momentum gameplay was where I started pivoting.
I just don't want to take your guys' knowledge of this and act like I had that knowledge all along, if that makes sense. I don't want to get an unjust point.
So let's hear the second review.
Yeah, maybe this twisted everywhere, you know?
Yeah, this is my favorite review of this game. The day I bought this game was the day I realized God hated me.
Is that it?
Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure. DX is the official release, like Chris said.
DX. That's what I'm going to go with as well.
I'm sticking with Half-Life because I Half-Life 2 rather.
Could have gotten 1 point out of this.
Maybe it's someone who really hates Half-Life 2, you know?
I don't want to get a point. Like I don't want to get a point that I didn't like earn, you know?
Oh, either way, it is indeed Sonic Adventure DX.
Okay. So that's 2 points for everyone.
For Moriarty's reference, 2 didn't have hub worlds. That would have been the main tell.
Yep.
Okay.
2 was all level select.
I was thinking it could have been 2 though, because they could have played Dark Story first and had Eggman with the terrible mech controls. So
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. That's why I needed to hear it again.
When he said boosting, I was like, oh, he's talking about like an old Armored Core game. But then he said something about third entry, and I was like, oh, it's got to be Valve, because that's the only thing I know about Valve games is that they don't make third ones.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
that was where I thought at
ones.
first as well. But then there was a brief moment where I thought maybe it was a rug pull and it was like Yooka-Laylee. Because they have 2 games, and they said momentum gameplay, and Yooka-Laylee has a lot of momentum gameplay.
Yeah, and that is a
But
game
it
I
doesn't
would
have
pick.
boost.
Yeah, up until Boost. Then Boost was the confirmation that it wasn't like a trick question.
Yep, I didn't realize that. I mean, I obviously looked through all this, but as soon as I said boost, I'm like, oh, they know what this is now.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the score look like so far?
We got me down the bottom with 1 point, tied with Sean, who also has 1 point for stumping us. We have Kevin with 3 points and M also with 3 points. And in a joint first place, it's Chris by himself with 4 points.
How is
I
that
would
joint?
be willing to give Sean additional points for stumping everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
I'd give him, I would say that's worth 4 points if nobody gets it.
Yeah,
4
give
points?
Sean 4.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
That's
give Sean
right.
4.
It might mean we have 2
Now-
winners at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Nico is at the bottom, and this is what I needed to happen.
This was the actual play.
I just wanted Nico to be bad. You know, I'm fine with it.
Did you really think I had any chance in this game?
Yes.
These are games that you know. I made sure I looked at who was playing today. I'm like, all right,
You've been
I know.
our friend for a long time.
Nico,
You could
I
have picked
played.
up a lot of this.
I streamed Sonic Adventure yesterday. You could have been in chat watching.
You could have.
That's true.
What was I doing yesterday?
What was you doing that you
not
couldn't
that?
be
Yeah.
there, Nico? Sean, give me the next review.
Yeah, give us the next
Next review. So, I don't remember what number we're on, but here we go.
Yeah.
This game in a nutshell. It's like being married to a woman who is attractive and charming and funny and intelligent, and you are soulmates and everything is perfect, right? She is the perfect woman. You could not ask for a better woman in the entire world. You love her. You love her, and she loves you. Only she has one flaw. Every 5 minutes, she punches you in the face. For no reason. She just punches you in the face every 5 minutes. Every night, you wake up. She punches you in the face. You recover, get 3 minutes, 38 seconds of sleep, and then she punches you in the face again. And you love her.
There's so much relationship trauma already.
I'm gonna guess Dota.
Okay.
Well,
I was
also
thinking
thought
Dota or League or
Every 5 minutes, it punches you. She punches you in the face.
or something
Could
with like a
be
really bad PC port and
CS:GO.
like crashes all the time, right?
CS:GO
could
would
be
be a
the
good
other
one too. Yeah. But I'm thinking Dota.
Every 5 minutes, she punches you in the face.
What had a really bad PC port recently? I guess it's all of
What
them at this
hasn't?
point, isn't it?
Yeah, what hasn't?
It's. I'm sticking with Bloodborne.
Bloodborne's not on PC, and it's
I was going to
definitely
say,
not
can
on
I
Steam.
intervene for Nico's sake?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
it's-
when
no
did they?
PC
Wait,
version.
when did it talk about PC? Oh, was that in the review?
It's
Or
on
are you guys
Steam.
assuming?
It's on Steam.
Steam
Yeah.
review. Oh, Steam reviews. Right.
is
Okay.
League only on the Riot launcher or is it on Steam still?
League's only on Riot. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
It was on Steam at one point, right? I'm not crazy.
I don't think ever. No.
Really?
Oh, I have one. Overwatch
Okay.
2 is on Steam now. Overwatch 2.
Ooh, Overwatch 2 is on Steam now.
See,
and
but
it's the
Overwatch
most
2
disliked game of all time on
But
Steam.
do you think?
See, but this
so-
person was like a beautiful woman who punches you in the face every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we got to think about a perfect game
Overwatch
That-
2. Perfect.
that embaddens every 5 minutes. So I'm gonna say
No, it's supposed to be something where like you love it, but it's bad for you.
Yeah, I don't think anyone loves Overwatch 2 though. One, yeah,
Nobody loves Overwatch.
but like no one's gonna
That game
praise 2 up to that
trash.
point.
I have many
I can't
words for
believe what they did to that.
I'm gonna say XCOM.
that. Okay.
Ah,
That's not a bad
All right.
choice.
Yeah.
yeah. It is kind of like a game that punches you in the face every 5 minutes.
Okay, that's actually a really good answer. Wow.
Yeah, that game sucks to play.
God.
You know, they actually, after it was released, they changed the display of the statistics because people don't understand statistics.
Yeah,
so it would say like 90% chance, right? Well, that's 1 out of 10 chance that you lose.
Yeah.
And it would lose, and people would be like, it's guaranteed, it's 90%. So the numbers now, 90 is like 98%, right?
Oh,
and
so
everything between 90 and 100 is the last 2% points.
God.
Man, isn't that how most video games do it, though?
A lot of them lie with percentages,
Yeah.
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 One of the most interesting things, I can't remember which game it is specifically off the top of my head, but it's like a Mario or something like that. You don't actually die when you hit 0. You have a hidden health meter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah.
Super
that's
common. Super common. Because games lie to you because they understand that people are stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just in general, people are not that bright. So if you give them mathematically accurate stuff, they hate it.
Yeah. So say there's also that thing about like the last bullet in the mag usually doing like more damage, or like your last couple bits of health being worth more than your like first most of it. Really
Elden Ring
cool.
actually did a little bit of that. Elden Ring, I noticed, like, it'll
but they
sometimes
did it
give you,
for
like,
the
that,
bosses.
Yeah, but they give you like that little bit of health, like you have 1 hit left, whereas normally you should be dead. So a lot of games do that.
Yeah. Elden Ring did it for the bosses too, though, is the thing. They did it for you and for the enemy. Sorry, Chris, continue.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, have we all made a pre-hint guess? Is there a hint?
Yeah, there is a hint.
So I guessed
haven't yet.
Dota. You guessed Overwatch.
Okay.
Nico said Bloodborne.
I said XCOM. I said XCOM.
Oh, XCOM. That's right. That's right.
And now
And Kevin.
I don't. Because one of my thoughts is like Binding of Isaac, maybe, but it's not a hard game.
No,
You know?
I don't think people would call that.
I don't think
Like
they
a
punch
game
you
that
in the
punches
face.
you in the face,
But it's a
yeah.
roguelike, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it is a
Or it has
roguelike.
roguelike tendencies with it hating you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how much of recency bias Sean took in here, right? Because I almost want to supply you like Risk of Rain 2 because we all played that recently. So maybe Sean was just like, "Oh, Risk of Rain 2."
This
That'd
is a
be more
game.
like every hour, though.
Yeah. This is a game that everyone knows.
But like every 5 minutes, the difficulty goes higher, doesn't it, or something like that?
That's true.
Not to influence you.
All right, let's hear the.
I'll go with Risk of Rain 2.
Okay.
You've convinced me.
Do you want the answer?
No, let's hear your clue. See if it
clue
changes
is-
anything.
The clue is this is a remaster.
Never mind to almost all of us, if not all of us.
Yeah, I was like,
Super Meat Boy.
okay, that's
Ooh.
ooh.
Did they not remaster XCOM? Is that not a thing?
They did.
Yeah, so I'm going to
They did.
stick with XCOM.
Okay.
Are we doing 2 points if you get it? If you did the first, is this a 2 point?
I would say give Sean 2 right now, because we probably all got it wrong.
I'll wait until the end of that.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say whether anyone got it right or wrong.
I don't.
Like
I
the fact
have
that it's a
one.
remaster changes stuff.
It does.
Because
Yeah.
it's not gonna be The Last of Us, because that, like, yes, that's a remake, but it's not. Because that's what I think of with remaster. But the people that are going to be reviewing it aren't going to be people that played the original, most likely, or the remaster.
They were just
'Cause
jumping
it's
on the
Steam.
hate
And you can't say
bandwagon.
something like a Spyro, which is also a recent remaster, or
Yeah.
like Banjo or Crash or anything like that, right? Because like that's not going to punch you in the face, no matter how much you love. Ooh.
The silence is deafening. All right, I'm gonna give this about 30 seconds because
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we're on a
countdown.
shot clock now.
Yeah. Oh.
So
Did
I'm
Red
saying
Dead
with-
Remaster? Did
I'm gonna
Red
say
Dead
with Super Meat
Remaster
Boy.
come out yet?
did Red Dead Remaster come out? I
No.
don't think so. No.
Okay, well that's the answer right there. Because if you don't think so, then it's not here. Oh shit.
For our audio listeners, Chris is just eyeing up his shelf of games to try and get inspiration.
Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania.
Okay.
No, there's no way. I'm gonna go with Binding of Isaac. Because there have been remasters.
They did do a remaster of Binding of Isaac. You're right.
Super Monkey Ball Moriarty. What's yours? You're the last one.
No, I'm staying with
Sticking.
Okay.
With Super Meat Boy.
The answer is Dark Souls Remastered.
Of course, the one time I don't guess a FromSoft game, Sean's getting 4 more points.
Because the port was not very good in the beginning.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that puts Sean in the lead with 8 points.
It's okay. We'll divide it by 4 if he gets too high.
I will say.
Okay, yeah.
Food for thought. If it's a game that has since been fixed post-review, should we know that for the room?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I would not have guessed Dark Souls because I knew it was fixed. I wouldn't have guessed it anyway, but food for thought for the other 3 of us here.
I wouldn't have even thought of it either way, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think that would have changed my thought for this one.
Generally,
only game that I think of having been fixed there's 2 of them, which is...
Still speaking generally here.
Yeah, there's only 2 games that I ever think of being fixed.
I think if everyone else has submitted their guess and you want that information, we count that as a hint. And then it rolls in with the next hint, maybe, or something, right? You don't get both points, just one, maybe.
Yeah.
But you have to wait till everyone else submitted, just in case.
Yeah.
And also, these rules have not been consistent. So if anybody goes by these, goes by these points at the end,
I'm thinking like if we did a No Man's Sky, that's going to be completely different now versus
right.
Like if he pulls a day 1 No Man's Sky review.
That's 50% of the games that I think of, and goodening, if you will. Sean, what's the next one?
So, next one. This is a fairly easy review. If you didn't have friends in high school and you just want to know what it's like to not be alone all the time, this game is for you.
Nintendogs.
Persona 4 Golden.
You thought, wait, these are Steam reviews. These are Steam
Golden
reviews.
and not Persona 5.
You didn't have friends?
Yeah.
If you didn't have friends in high school?
Well, wait, there is no Persona 4 Golden. That's right. There's only Persona 5.
No, Golden's on Steam now.
This one has to be a Sonic game, though.
Sonic High School?
Yeah. It's the only video game I associate with high school.
I feel like it's...
I'm going to throw out a Monster Prom.
Monster Prom?
I'm going to...
Your response to that makes me think it's not Monster Prom.
I've made noises to everything.
I want to throw this out in case someone wants to bite. Is Bully on Steam? Is that high school?
Oh, Bully is on Steam.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm not changing my answer, but if anyone wants to grab that.
I'll grab Bully. I'll take Bully.
I'm going to say Persona 5. Whatever version's on Steam. I don't know if it's Royal or...
Okay.
Nobody in high school would know about Persona 5, though, is the only thing.
That's not what the question is.
I know, but my point is that they would not know about it, so they wouldn't review it that way.
High school people don't play Persona games?
I just think they wouldn't know about it.
We know
to have even gotten to high school. They're all kids, is what Nico's saying.
Yeah.
So we know people that played Persona in high school.
No.
Before it got popular.
They played
Justin
it after.
went to Spain specifically to play Persona 5
but
on
he's
PS3
not
for
saying
some reason.
the review doesn't say I played this in high school and it reminds me of that time.
It's if you had no friends in high school. It's a game about high school.
Yes.
So anyway, you all made your answers. The answer is Persona 4 Golden.
Let's go!
Okay, Chris gets.
Does Kevin get partial credit for being in the same series, or
no,
is it you?
No, partial.
Give me half a point. No. Give me half a point.
No,
you get nothing.
Because here's why. I said in the beginning. There was no Persona 5.
I like the idea of having a half point.
Did
I'm
you?
gonna give him a half point.
Wait,
okay, but the thing
that counts as a hint.
He can have as many half points as he wants, but they can never combine into a full point. I will
Correct.
accept this.
I only want the one half point.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Next
correct.
game. This one's one of my favorites.
Actually, you know what? You should half one of his current points.
God.
Well,
Take
no,
off
because then
points.
It's a half point. Yeah.
I don't like this anymore. This is getting scary now. I'm in
so
danger.
What I learned playing this game: hospitals are dangerous. Driving a horse is not permitted in Afghanistan. Driving a car is not permitted in Afghanistan. Having an interpreter makes humbling understandable in form of subtitles. Tanks are made with paper mache. Playing hide and seek. This human is a cult, and you will see him everywhere, even in Mother Base. Punching my comrades makes them grateful. Sandstorms are not what I thought. My comrades are weeaboos. Russians are weeaboos. Sending a support helicopter is considered stealthing. Cigars are the best thing in the world. Grass is the most powerful stealth device in the world. Punching your horse is very satisfactory. The time doesn't stop when using iDroid. No, really, it's the 100th time they said that. All Russians read the same book. And I will probably learn more thanks to this game.
I love...
Fan
MGS. MGS 5.
Watch
is
it.
Indeed. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say if it's Ground Zeroes, that's some dog shit.
No, so I'm giving everybody. That's points across the board for everyone except Sean.
Oh no.
I like the Russians are weeaboos. It's the best bar this side of the Euphrates.
It's so good.
I forgot
that one was
punching
pretty
your
easy.
troops made them happy and say thank you, boss. That's a good
Now-
game.
Oh man.
Now, Chef Kilo said in chat for the live chat here that all this is telling me is that Nico needs to play this game
don't
to
bring this
change his
up on the
opinion on
show.
horses. We've brought up horses on air before, but for the record, no, Nico has played MGS5, and it didn't change his opinion on horses.
Yeah. I do like the game though.
It's a poop button.
Great.
Yeah.
He says,
but,
do it, and then the horse poops.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Horse is bad. Moving on. Sean, what's the next one?
So this, to give a hint, because it's going to be, I feel like this one might be one of the more difficult ones. This is a simulation type game. That's your only hint.
Simulation type game.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cities Skylines.
God, I didn't even say anything. First day, a friend buying this game, intrigued, asked to share it with me. Day 2, playing this game after office hour while waiting for my wife. Day 3, started play on work hours. Thankfully, it's Linux supported. Day 4, playing as soon as I got home, wife complaining a lot. Day 5, wife complaining a lot, watching me play every time. Day 6, wife starting to ask questions and giving me suggestions. Day 7, wife started playing on her own. Day 8, wife complains the game is unplayable because my friend who shares it is currently playing. Day 9, wife cannot take it anymore, finally gives in and buys the game herself. Day 10, cannot access my own computer. Wife is playing all the time. Starting to regret playing this game.
So I have a couple ideas. I was gonna say Football Manager as a joke because I thought that'd be funny if your wife was just watching you play Football Manager. But
The menus look great in this game.
But so here's my thing, right? And I may be giving too much away with this, but
Okay.
I was gonna say The Sims 3 because that's a couple friendly game, but my brain is leaning the one account to one player at a time type thing. I'm thinking Minecraft because a lot of people have shared Minecraft logins, and if one person is on, you can't play concurrently. So that's my answer for now is Minecraft. I don't think it's right, but that is my answer.
I would like to say Stardew.
Okay.
Nice.
I was
That's a good-
thinking
good
Stardew.
answer.
So we got Stardew. Nico, what was yours
I'm
again?
not locked in on Stardew.
Minecraft.
Oh,
Minecraft.
Okay.
I'm not locked in yet, but I was thinking Stardew.
A simulation type game.
Yeah. Simulation type beat.
Yeah, like a sim game. Yep.
Yeah, because The Sims makes a little sense, except for the fact that, right, I can't imagine sharing that on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd share your library, right, and then you log in. I can't imagine doing that just for The Sims.
Where I'm stuck is that the wife seemed to be questioning it at first, which tells me it's something that either is a why would you want to do that in a video game thing, or it's incomprehensible, like a weird city building sim type game, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
it could be like a City Skylines.
That's why I'm saying Minecraft, because the aesthetic is maybe a little standoffish if you don't understand it at first.
Could be a City Skylines.
Can we give a
I was
Nico
thinking
hint?
maybe like a Dwarf Fortress. Maybe.
Oh, Dwarf Fortress. I don't know
that's
about
out
watching that though.
Can we give a hint to Nico to help Nico out?
Nico, Minecraft is not on Steam.
That's what I was
That is a good,
going to get at.
That's a good hint. Yeah.
It started to feel a little irresponsible to not help Nico on that, but I wanted to make sure.
Well, I don't think of it. Yeah, I mean, I like when I hear
know.
game. Yeah, I'm thinking Metacritic reviews as opposed to Steam reviews, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Frick.
I'll stick with Stardew.
I guess I'll.
The thing is, I think it could be Stardew, but now Chris has got me thinking it's City Skylines.
I'm gonna say City Skylines for real this time. Yeah.
I still think it could be Stardew though, because it is the classic thing of like, why are you doing that in a video game if you're not doing it in real life? But I'm gonna step away from the Stardew guess, even though I think that could be it, and say Farming Simulator. I'm not gonna guess a year.
Farm Sim.
Or Goat Simulator even.
No. You don't play that game for more than a day.
Just imagine like day 8 of your wife watching you play Goat Simulator. Like, I might need to get this too.
I'm going back to City Skylines.
Running a Farm Sim server for my Discord community. It was like 13 people at all times were on it. Which is a lot of people when you think about farming sim, right? Like,
that's a
just
lot.
always on it. There was 24/7 just people playing farm sim, and I definitely had people in my life being like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Right. Yeah. All right. I'm walking in with that. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So you do that. I'm gonna stay with Stardew.
I'm gonna stick with City Skylines because I think it'd be funny if it was City Skylines, and I said it before Sean even gave the clue. So I think it'd be funny.
So
we'll be right back.
God. So. Oh wait, is it ad time?
No, I was joking.
Oh, I'm gonna freaking take your knees. Anyway, so the answer is City Skyline.
Okay.
No.
I'm a little upset.
He can't win.
He's still in last.
I'm a little upset.
I'm in favor of the
upset by
half point thing now.
Because the moment he said it, I'm like, you gotta be.
Because I said it as a joke. I didn't think it was actually gonna. No, I said it.
I said it first.
No, I said it before Sean gave the clue.
After the clue, I said it.
No,
first.
but that was the joke. Is that I said it before the clue as a joke.
You don't get to keep jokes.
I made it my final answer.
You are a liar and a thief.
What?
God. Anyway, so the next one.
The look of shock.
I'm taking my 1 point. I'm taking my 1 point.
Take your what?
I'm taking my 1 point and running. Anyone else? Did anyone else guess this? I forget what anyone guessed.
Yeah, we all did.
No. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If we all get it, Sean should lose 4 points. So we should take 4 away from him for Metal Gear Solid 5.
I'll take 4 away from Sean. Yeah, good point.
That's a good idea. I hate it.
Because Sean's going to run away otherwise.
So Sean's back to 4.
God.
Sean's the only one I'm not tallying. I'm just writing the number.
So here's another one. Here's your clue for this. This is a game that I have played. That's
Hello Kitty.
Danganronpa.
In 1998, Half-Life. God. In 1998, Half-Life, a game which would redefine the first-person shooter, was released. 6 years later, in 2004, its sequel, Half-Life 2, released. It sent ripples through gaming, as it was known then, revolutionizing graphics, story, and physics. In 2013, the prequel to this came out, a masterpiece in its own right, tackling tough themes like war, horror, and anime. 6 years later, it was succeeded by this game, whose impact would be doubled by its predecessor. I'm not saying there's a pattern to things, but this game is certainly Mike Royd's magnum opus.
Mike Royd.
Half-Life Alex.
Who made Honey Pop 2?
Oh yeah, wait, it's games that Sean has played.
Yeah.
God, I love that.
I was joking about the Garfield thing, but doesn't Mike Royd's publish the Garfield game?
Do they?
It seems like the kind of game they would publish.
Yeah,
because they
I don't know
publish
who Mike
good
Royd
games
is.
Generally.
Garfield Kart, then I'm gonna say. Garfield Kart.
No, it'd be Garfield Kart 2. There are
steering
two,
you.
right?
I'm steering you in a wrong direction. It sounded like this was a shooter from the context of.
No, he was talking about the impact of the game.
I think this was a
What was it
meme
called?
review, if you
Furious,
Right.
Furious something.
Oh, Mad Max
Garfield?
Fury Road, of course.
No, it was Garfield
God.
Kart Furious.
Because there are 2 or 3 Garfield carts, right? There are 2.
They're
Because
very
there's 3
similar.
Nickelodeon carts.
I don't
Garfield-
remember if 2 was post-COVID.
I'm
That's
gonna
where
go
I'm
with.
stuck.
I'm gonna go with Garfield Furious, whatever it is.
Because the question would be, what Garfield game did they make before Garfield Kart? And Garfield Kart couldn't have been 2019.
And there's the 2013 thing here, throwing a wrench in that.
Yeah.
Also.
So Garfield Kart 1 could be 2013, and then the meme took off, and Garfield Kart 2 came out.
I'm gonna say Garfield Kart 2. I'll lock that in.
Do you-
I'll fall on
what-
that sword.
What was yours, Em?
Furious Racing.
that the
Garfield
second
Kart.
one?
I don't remember, but I remember the name. That's why I'm not saying whether it's 1 or 2. I remember it was
100%.
Furious. I remember specifically Sean talking about this one.
Yeah.
There's 100% reason to remember the name.
It's
Okay.
Furious.
This is
So-
going to be a partial point question, I think, because there's no way, like, it's not called Garfield Kart 2 then. It's probably called Furious Racing.
Furious Racing.
I'm gonna
But
say
I'm going to say the second Garfield Kart game. I
I'll
don't
also
know the
say
name.
that. Yeah, I'll also say that.
Okay.
I'm going to say just Garfield Kart.
It is Garfield Kart Furious Racing.
Is that,
Okay,
is that the first one or the second one?
That is the second one.
Let's go!
Okay, so me and Kevin each get a half a point. Moriarty gets a full point, right?
No, I think we get full points for that one. I mean, like, Em got the name, so he gets 2 points, maybe.
Yeah.
Ben gets 2 points. No, I like the half point thing.
God. Okay, we'll do the half point.
Yeah, you need it. Trust me, you'll see why it needs to be a half a point.
Okay.
You'll see why it needs to be a half a point.
God, I am so interested and afraid to look at these.
How many points did I get, Nico?
You didn't say
Zero.
anything.
You didn't. Yeah, you didn't say the right answer. You said the first Garfield Kart.
That's true. Yeah, you were wrong.
Yeah,
What's the name of
You
the
were
first
the
Garfield
only one
Kart?
of us who was
I think it's just Garfield Kart.
objectively wrong.
yeah.
Darn.
God.
And also, the rules here, as we've seen in Crub before, we are incapable of following any set of rules as a group.
There are
Like,
no
Garfield over
Do you guys
Mexico.
remember? Do you guys remember the time that we did the fast food bracket, the takeout food
Yeah.
bracket? Like, we just absolutely did not follow any single set of rules.
We didn't set rules.
No, we just
well,
went for
there's
it.
an implicit rule when you make a bracket that you
What
follow
was
a
the rule?
bracket.
Yeah, we
We
followed
did
the
I'm
follow
bracket.
the
saying-
bracket.
but all
We
I'm
followed
saying
the
is that-
bracket with mergers and acquisitions.
Well, all I'm saying-
we followed the bracket with ties. Mm-hmm. It's
All I'm
valid.
It was
it's
valid.
absolutely valid, but all I'm saying is that in March Madness, you don't see Gonzaga merging with Texas A&M.
Because they're cowards.
should. Yeah.
That's because
Gonzaga
they're
A&M.
cowards.
Okay.
And for those out of the loop, if you go to patreon.com/crub, we have an exclusive from before our launch where we ranked a bunch of fast food types, takeout foods, in a bracket style tier list, and the winner will surprise you. It's $5 a month over at patreon.com/crub. You get exclusive pre and post show access to the VODs of these versions. You get bonus content such as Nico and Justin talking about the Ted Lasso seasons, all 3 seasons, 3
And the
separate
Barbie
discussions, and the Barbie movie. We have other stuff coming soon. We have a lot of content. Mario Party game nights where we yell at each other and follow the rules, unlike what Nico said about rules, etc., etc. Patreon.com/crub. You'll want to check that out. But I
Absolutely.
disagree, Nico.
God.
We'll be right back. No.
God. Every time you say that, I just imagine there's music going on in the background.
Shouldn't say we'll be right back on an audio podcast.
It's a joke. It's a bit. It's not my bit. I just
It's a
like
bad
the
bit. Sean, what's the next one?
Yeah. What's the next
So-
one, Sean?
So, real quick, we're down to the final 3. I do have a lot more. So if you guys, the listeners, really enjoy this, let us know, and maybe we'll do this again, because I do have quite a few left.
Mhm.
But these are the final 3. These will help decide who's the winner. Maybe I haven't.
Who takes it all?
I haven't-
Who takes it?
What's our current standing?
Raw.
Yeah, what's the
Our
current
current
standing?
standing. Well, Sean has 4 points because he was at 4 points and then went up to 8 points and now is back down to 4 points. Chris is currently the winner.
No.
Not the winner. Chris is currently in the
leader
lead.
to be beaten. Yes.
Right, with 6 points. M has 5 points. I have 3.5 points, and Kevin has 3 points, a half point, a fourth full point, and another half point. So
Okay,
Kevin's in third.
So I have 5 points.
No, they don't.
No.
They don't add
You
together.
have 2 half
they don't come
points.
together.
Yeah. You have 4 points and 2 half points.
Well, then I would have said no to the half point thing on the second one if it wasn't going to combine.
Well, we
we
said
got
that
the
at
right
the
answer.
beginning. We said at the beginning that the half
Yeah,
points
and then
weren't
we
combining.
said no more half points, and then you did more half points. I want my
we
point.
did not say no more half points. We said we can do half points.
No, we all agreed with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
We all signed a blood pact. You remember when
Yes.
we sliced our palms and shook hands?
I wasn't
I was
paying
just-
attention.
I'm not
Yeah.
paying Nico this month.
You paid him at all?
No.
No.
Okay, okay, fine. Kevin has 5 points.
Let's go.
So, yeah.
You should
So-
also have one more point, to be fair, in that rule set.
Well, then I should get another
'Cause you have a
point
half
as
point.
well. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Screw
I
it.
should
Everyone
also have
gets a
another
point. Everyone gets a
Thank-
point.
That's not how that works.
MS6. MS6. Kevin has
That's not how that
5. MS6. Chris has 6. Kevin has
All right,
5.
good.
I have
Yeah,
3.5.
no, this
I'll keep my half point because I'm proud of my
I
half
have
point.
So wait,
other
Chris
half of
didn't
that
get a
point?
point then. Yeah, Chris
No,
just didn't
this
get a
is
because Chris was in the lead.
correct.
Yeah,
And
okay,
you
I'll
gave
give Chris
M a
his
lead.
lead.
No,
I'll give
Chris has
his
6,
lead back
I have
by 1
6.
point. Chris has 7 now.
But my point.
Hey, you know
my
what?
point
You know
was
what?
that
Screw
with-
it. I'm taking Sean back to 8.
You
Can I have
you
the half
can't do
point
that.
you didn't want, Nico? Can I have the other half of that?
God.
Yeah. Why not?
God.
Okay.
Thank
yeah.
you.
I don't even,
I'm a
The
big
numbers
boy.
are all-
I need to eat.
The numbers don't lie, and the numbers say that Chris is in the lead.
Yes.
thanks, whose lines it anyway.
I managed to
so-
cover.
Here are the final 3 Steam review games. This one has 2 reviews. So we'll start with the first one. If you're very young, maybe this can be fun. But if you're older than, I don't know, like 7, you're way too old to be playing this game. Giant, boring levels filled with items to collect and enemies that pose no threat whatsoever. NPCs that have nothing clever, funny, or interesting to say. Ad nauseum. I'm blown away by the number of, what appear to be, full-grown adults reviewing this collection positively. It's like being 30 and giving Dora the Explorer a great review and telling everybody to download it and watch it. It's sort of insane. If you're really into this game, I would highly recommend you try Sesame Street 1, 2, 3 for the NES. Equally impressive title. This game is for small children. If you're an adult, you should have developed some standards by now.
You said collection?
Yeah, collection.
Spyro
that's-
Reignited.
That's what
Yeah,
they said.
I'm
That was an
thinking Reignited.
amazing
Yeah, it's-
curveball because that's the only thing I can think of. I was thinking ukulele up until the
I was
word
thinking
collection.
ukulele up until collection.
Yeah, it's got
Because the ukulele collection, I don't think is a thing that exists on Steam
I don't know.
because it's an epic. It's an epic game.
pretty
well, 2
epic
is.
if you ask me.
They said lazy open worlds and characters with boring dialogue. It's Spyro.
Yeah.
Spyro.
Hey, Laura.
Now, here's the second review. This
Wait,
character
well, before you do that, did you agree
Oh,
that
did
it was Spyro? Was that your guess?
Yes, I was also saying
Okay,
Spyro.
There
Yeah,
are 4
yeah.
Spyros.
Yeah, Nico said that.
More Spyros than this podcast usually has.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. And we're the correct shade of purple this time.
Anyway, this character
That's
is
so
a unique.
stupid, I love it.
This character is a unique take on modern capitalism. His insightful and neoliberal ways on extracting money from the character is a metaphor for the tyranny of the higher echelon of society extorting the poor. We have to rise against the man and let the he didn't even spell that right. Proletariat rise from the ashes and besiege them upon a throne of self-made power. Nations will crumble in the statues of this. Yeah, that's what he wrote. Crumber. And the statue of this character
Nations will crumble.
and statues of this character will be thrown into rubble. Good game, comrades.
You said
Yeah,
this
it's-
character to replace their name, correct?
Yes.
It's still Spyro.
Yeah, it's still Spyro.
Yeah,
It's
still
Money
Spyro.
Bags,
Moneybags, boys.
It is indeed Spyro, and it is indeed Moneybags.
All right. So
2
Sean's
points
down
for
to 0
everybody.
points.
Sean's
I
down
hate
to
life.
0 points.
I was
Sean's
looking
down
at
to 0
games.
points. The actual standings now are Chris has 8 points, M has 7 points, Kevin has 7 points, and I have 5.5.
How did he catch up to me?
What do you mean?
One below. If we each got 1 point, then Kevin's one beneath.
No,
at
we
6.
didn't. I took that as a joke. I kept the original points.
No.
How
God.
dare?
Oh, so you forgot my half point that you gave to me. You took it back, bitch.
Chris can have my original half point.
I
How about
want
that?
all of
'Cause
the
that's the
half
only
points.
That's the only
But
half
they
point that
combine now.
existed. The only half point that existed was my half point, so I'll give it to Chris. It doesn't count, but I'll give it to
I can't
him.
tell if we actually care or not.
Same shirt.
I
gang.
don't know.
I'm having
Listen,
trouble. I'm gonna be real, fellas. I'm having trouble reading
Next
the room.
one.
It doesn't matter. Here's
Next
the next
question.
one. Second last one. Second last review. Launch game. Wait for your friends. Realize your friends don't like this game anymore. Contemplate your loneliness. Decide whether to play alone. Close game. Go cry in a corner.
I'm gonna say Minecraft for real this time. Oh no, it's Steam.
Still not on Steam.
It's still not on Steam.
And here's your clue. It is a game that we've all
No.
played.
Let me just think.
Okay.
I want your
Okay.
review
Your
yet.
point reducing hint.
Yeah.
All played? What have we
Game we've all played.
on Steam?
I'm assuming.
All right, Nico. What have you played?
Well, I mean, by this, it's got to be like a Fortnite type beat.
Has to be multiplayer. Yeah.
Multiplayer, yeah. So like a Fortnite, Apex.
I'm gonna say Apex. I think at some point he's gonna throw Apex on here.
Is he though? I don't. Or maybe Rocket League. Could be Rocket League.
I don't think it's on Steam anymore.
It's on Epic now.
Oh, Epic Games Launcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then Fortnite's out too. So then in that case, Apex is probably the best bet because the only other multiplayer game I really played is Minecraft, and I doubt
Maybe
that
Apex
it's.
or PUBG.
I've never touched PUBG.
Maybe.
So Apex then, yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you did actually.
Oh, then
Oh,
it's got to be
maybe
PUBG.
No, I'm just saying. I really thought you did.
Oh no,
feel
no! I only play
also-
good games.
About Apex, but mostly just because, like, I know that a lot of people played it when it first came out, and then dropped it.
Because Apex is
Yeah.
team based, so you like PUBG you can play alone.
Yeah.
Apex has solos. One week
Nobody
out of the
plays
year, maybe.
PUBG.
Yeah.
That game died. That game died hard.
Yeah, but so did Garfield Kart 2.
God,
Right, but Garfield Kart 2 is a good game
it's not.
that people enjoy and have fun with,
I
whereas
hate that
PUBG
game.
is just like not working most of the time.
I think Apex.
Apex
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
got to be Apex Legends.
I feel
We're
real
risking
dumb.
giving Sean 4 points.
Yeah, I'll feel
Chris?
real dumb voting Apex again just for it not to be Apex again. I
Man,
can't think of anything else.
I'm sorry to say, guys, but it is indeed Apex. And I hate
Yep.
you all.
Mozambique
Good
here,
man.
let's go.
So
Mozambique
Sean's at
here.
negative 4 points now.
I'm still
Yeah.
Sean's at -4.
Well, our live chat brought up some good points that I almost interjected and asked about. They're saying you can still look at the reviews if you have it in your Steam library, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
That almost
So
seemed
like
worth
Rocket
bothering.
League and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Would still
Are there
happen.
any such games that you did, Sean?
Because I was thinking he wouldn't go
No.
to his library and then the store page. He'd just go to the store
Yeah.
page and search.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
it still brings them up.
Right.
But, yeah.
I mean, I imagine
Yeah.
this probably began with funny game reviews Google search. So, you know.
No, but okay. And here's the final review.
Okay.
And like I said, guys, if you enjoy this, let us know. We will continue this if you want us to, because it's a lot of fun. And I have like actually a bunch left. But anyway, the final review of the day. This game made me hate being alive.
Oh, Sonic DX again. Yeah, Sonic
City
Adventure
Skylines.
DX again.
That's a joke.
Yeah. No, and Football Manager, of course.
Wait, was that the whole review or did we cut you off?
No, that is a whole review.
Yeah.
No!
Made me hate being alive.
Mhm.
Ah, man.
Is this
There's
another
so
game we've all
many.
played?
I don't know if everyone has played it, but I know you all have heard of it. I know some of
Right.
you have played it.
Oh, man.
Forspoken.
Yeah, it's got to be something like
I don't think that's on-
Deathloop. I'm gonna say Deathloop.
I watched you commit this review earlier. which would help me, but I forgot what the game is. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. I have to go last. And I maybe don't get 2 points, but I did see it because I was just looking at Steam.
Oh, I think we were only doing 2 points.
No, I think we're only doing 2 points for
reviews.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was if we did it without a hint.
No.
I think the general hints, unless it was like we were all fucked.
No, yeah, it was just
multiple
reviews.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Clever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Forspoken.
I'm gonna say Deathloop.
Deathloop. Kevin?
I don't think Sean played Deathloop.
Sean didn't say we all played it.
No, but Chris said that he watched Sean put the review in.
Oh, this is your review. Man.
If it's not Deathloop, because I don't think Sean played Deathloop, or if he did, he played it on PS5.
That does change
played it on
things.
Steam.
That does change things.
That makes me want to say Armored Core.
No, he would have put in a positive review.
But it might be a 5. It might be a positive review, but it makes me hate being alive.
Right? Yeah, that could be a 5-star, and it would have been recent.
I'm gonna. Well, then I'd say Elden Ring at that point.
Why would he review Elden Ring now, though?
Yeah, I'm just going with Armored Core.
I might go with Armored Core.
Put some content in for the episode. You want to know what's really funny? You've all locked in your answers now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say Elden Ring.
Hold on, Kevin. Kevin, what's your answer?
No, I said Armored Core, yeah.
Armored Core?
Screw it.
I did say Glover out loud like 2 minutes ago, but no one bounced on it because I was just like, oh, there's no extra
Glover's
points
on
to be gotten.
Steam.
Yeah.
So,
Of
Glover's
course,
on
it would
Steam.
make sense that he would write a review for Glover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glover
I just been
is
checking my activity feed recently because like, oh, what are my friends up to? And I saw Sean do that. I was like, I didn't even put that together in my head. I was just like, that's a random time to review Glover on Steam for no reason. It makes sense now.
I wanted to see if anybody here would have seen that, and also because Glover does make me hate being alive. But there you go.
Glover is your best video.
Nico, what are the points?
Okay, so
I think Chris won.
Chris won. Chris won.
Right,
Even
handily.
without that, I think.
Hold on, how many half points did we give him? Because you got to take away a point
We
for
didn't.
each one, right?
Oh my god.
I was given one, but it didn't stick, so I didn't get any actually.
I think Chris already won before we even tallied that one up.
Yeah, no, like before anything, like Chris won by a couple points, at least. But he won by at least 2 points.
We're already trying to claw this victory anyway.
Yeah, look, if you want to do the girl math, we can do the girl math and make anybody win realistically.
Well, yeah, okay, so make me win then.
Okay, well, so if you want to win, we can budget you. Kevin had given a half point to Chris that I initially had given to Chris and taken back.
I'm in pain.
I could give you my points, but you have to give something to me. You have to
Sloppy.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do payola. We'll do the payola method.
You know what? I'm okay with payola to win.
Okay. What are you giving me?
God.
Well, we'll talk about that when we're not doing public, you know? Just make sure I win and I'll take care of you.
This is some Teapot Dome scandal shit going on.
What is happening?
The Gilded Age of Crub.
I really like going to Nico for this when Jean is the game master. You're just fucking around with Nico for some reason.
No. Well, the actual like no bits real scores are 10 for Chris, 8 for Moriarty, 8 for Kevin. We should probably do a tiebreaker for those two. And I got 6 points.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do a tiebreaker.
We'll do a tiebreaker. We got time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go with which one should I do?
If I win, then it was a fair and balanced election, and if I don't,
We're gonna
Nico,
find
I just need 11,000 points. 11,780 points.
we'll just
because I won.
points.
Bigly, fair and square.
We can just we'll hold off till tomorrow evening. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, here's a good one. I'm not going to give any hints
Okay.
because it gives its own hint.
What if we guess the same thing again?
Oh no, you guys got to write it down.
What do you mean write it down?
They
All right.
can't. They have to. They can't guess out publicly.
I'll send mine to Nico.
Yeah. Send your guess to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Both, yeah. So here's a review. Aside from the occasional crashing, this game is pretty good. Pros: immersive map, variety of weapons.
What was that? Pros what?
Pros
Immersive
are
map?
immersive map, variety of weapons, insanity. Cons are crashes, you play, and you die if you have sex.
I think I have a guess, but I'll wait. I have an idea of what it could be.
What game let you have sex?
There's only
that's
three
the point
games
that
that
makes
I know
this
of.
interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know what series it is.
All right, Moriarty's guess is in.
It's a silent guess.
It
Didn't
is a
even
silent guess.
pontificate out loud.
Yeah,
of the
no, well,
process.
yeah. I mean,
Oh.
M's guess is in.
I swear if I have to go to the
feel
next
like-
one.
I feel like this is too easy, but too easy. to
Okay,
guess, not too
okay.
easy to answer.
Kevin's guess is also in.
Are they both the same?
They are both the same.
Okay. And what's the answer?
That might mean I
They
was right
both-
then.
They both guessed Far Cry 3.
That is the answer.
That sex with the priestess, right? When Brody, that was like a famous crash because people would talk
Yep.
about how they just got
Okay.
stuck staring at this model's tits.
I figured it was 3 or the Troy Baker one, so I guess 3.
Well,
I
in
was
that
kind of
case,
thinking maybe it's Assassin's Creed 2 where they have sex at the very beginning. Maybe there was like a weird crash there. Maybe.
Did they have sex at the beginning? I thought it was just the baby was born at the beginning. Because that's
Baby's
the first time
definitely
you move.
born because you got to move him. But I thought there was also a little scene, if you will, between Ezio.
You have
All
like the really
Anyway.
weird sex scene in Far Cry 3, though.
yeah.
All right, next one, last one, rapid fire.
All right.
Buzz our names
yeah, buzzer.
until we get it right.
All right.
Right, Em?
I
Fair?
don't- wha- how do
You
we
buzz in saying your name.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next review. Picking apples and mining diamonds while my son is kidnapped and there is not an ounce of remorse in my body.
Kevin.
Oh.
Terraria?
No. Moriarty?
No pressure, Moriarty.
Oh, my son is kidnapped.
Oh, add the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music in here. I'll put the timestamp.
Just put the da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Wait, that's NFL.
Yeah.
What is the forest?
No, it is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
I'm calling out Moriarty. He's just reading chat. I'll say it.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm
God, no.
gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna flip
Okay,
a coin.
no. Listen to me, right? So in the forest, you're in a plane crash. There are a bunch of cannibals, and you're doing something.
Rapid fire. Let's go.
Yeah. Sean, give
All
another
right,
review.
next one. Buzz your name again.
All right, I was excited to begin my first day of school. I made 3 friends. I couldn't wait to hang out with them in the future. The first one was murdered. The second one was also killed. The third one...
Monster Prom.
No. Continuing. The third one turned out to be the murderer of the first. 10 out of 10 would lose everyone I care about again.
Is Danganronpa on Steam as a collection or as one game or multiple games?
I think it's multiple games.
Let's actually think anime names
I think he's
in
also
general.
got it.
Shoot. Is it... Do I guess 1? Do I guess 2?
I don't want to advise you.
I don't either.
So don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't do it.
I'm not going to advise you. But I will say I think if the series is correct, this is the third tiebreaker now, so you're probably okay.
Danganronpa 2 was Sean's favorite?
2 is my favorite, but it's actually Danganronpa 1 review.
That's fine. I'm
I
willing to
feel
give.
like I'd give that.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give you the dub for that. I'll give you the dub.
Okay.
Well, the middle dub. Chris got the real
Well
dub.
met. I won.
Yeah.
Chris's points
Yeah.
were all rigged.
God.
Kevin
I am
came in
incredibly
second.
offended to be accused of cheating. However,
I'm just saying, Chimbus one said the forest, and you were like, the forest.
I don't even have the chat up. I can't believe you would accuse me of that.
I see.
It is.
You read the chat earlier.
I was gonna say I actively stopped looking at chat because they kept giving me answers I would not have come up with.
Yeah, I
by
only look in
myself.
between rounds.
Yeah.
I
was
would close
having-
it down otherwise.
I have my thing pinned the whole time.
You
but
can't look
Also,
at the
there's no chat. This is a recorded podcast, of course.
trying to think of a game where there's like a kidnapped thing. You've got like Jason.
yeah.
You've got
But there's no diamonds in that one.
that's no diamonds, right?
Yeah.
So the forests you're in
I don't
a
know
plane
if they-
crash, and I feel like there's a kidnapping there. And I think you have got like diamonds and stuff where you're crafting and shit.
Yeah. So the answer was Slender, actually. That's the real answer here.
God.
Before we call it a day here on this edition of the Crubcast, we do have one more thing to get to, which is the Patreon question of the week. Again, for $5 a month over at patreon.com/Crub, you also get the ability to ask us questions that we put into one per episode at the very least, and we answer some of them on the pre-show and post-show otherwise if we don't have a good spot to fit it into an episode. So I believe Chris picked it out. I think
He sure did.
Sure, I did. Why not?
I thought you were gonna ask it, but
Yeah.
Oh, you were saying everything else. Could someone else please do it? Because if I
I'll
open
do
it up,
it, I'll do it.
the cameras
So-
will go
Oh,
off.
I'm sorry. I thought you had it ready somewhere.
So
that's
the
why I was
question,
throwing it to you.
I have it up. The question this week comes from TK Hub World, and the question is: with the WGA and SAG strike going on, do you think the games industry should be doing the same thing, especially with games like Cyberpunk and Soulstorm?
so
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
John.
no, go ahead.
go
You're
ahead.
good. Good.
No,
go.
how dare you? Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead,
So,
guys. Go ahead.
I do know voice actors that are that have ended up having to lose roles because companies didn't want to pay them fair wages. So I think in some cases, I could see it happening. In fact, in some cases, I do support it happening. I just am not sure if it would happen. But I do support those who put their best work forward and that they deserve to be compensated for such a thing. Because in the gaming world, you sometimes really don't get that. Oftentimes, a lot of developers, when they help create a game, they're left out of the credits. And I feel like that's a really crappy thing to do. I do not like that. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say a blanket yes, because folks in the entertainment space are often either taken advantage of and or not compensated enough for the work, the talent, the hours, the the process of getting a role, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to say a blanket yes there, and I will append that with something like a video game, scanning and using someone's likeness are much more valid or much more scary of a technique for an actor like that. And I feel like, yes. So the answer is yes.
Broadly, it feels like this AI thing's got to come to a head at some point.
Yeah.
And that'll probably
Yeah.
ignite something. So,
Yeah.
On that front, yeah, I think that there's as a quick disclaimer, I support all of the WGA SAG strikes.
So do I.
As a broader thing with regard to the games industry, there is a concern that I would have that a broad game designers union would have the same issue, where you have weirdos on Twitter saying that testers aren't designers, and then that's a separate union, and there's 14 separate game developer unions, not to mention that a lot of game design work and game development work rather is outsourced as it is to other countries, specifically to avoid having to pay them a living wage here in the States or in Canada or in England or general Europe. So I think it's a very tough thing to handle as a broad industry-wide thing, because that would also involve, for example, Microsoft giving up their streaming numbers, same way that Netflix refuses to. We have the total Game Pass numbers, but there's a black box on the back end where it's probably working out well now for indie developers that we don't know how many people on our end play a Game Pass game, because Microsoft just pays them a flat fee, and that's a great thing for those developers, because usually that's the cost of development is just subsidized entirely if you put the game on Game Pass. So I think it's a very hard issue for the games industry specifically, because, 2/3 of the major console game publishers are in Japan, where they're
not even American.
Yeah, not even the same work culture. So it'd be very hard.
It is my opinion that any company that chooses, where the employees choose to unionize, I am all for that.
Yes.
And that is great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there's a like an industry-wide anything you can do. We had a hard enough time getting the ESRB to exist, you know?
Yeah.
The idea of rating a game and saying whether or not it should be or should not be available for sale to people who are under the age of 16 or 18 and different, you know, whatever. That already was hard enough to get through. And I don't know. Creatives today are definitely being taken advantage of, and there should be something there, but, you know, making it some sort of a compulsory government mandate doesn't feel good either. So as long as there is, you know, if everybody in a company decides they want to be in a union, then they're in the union, right? Like that's how that works.
Yeah. I think it'd just be, I would fear that if there was an industry-wide thing that was done, you would see an EA or a Ubisoft immediately move a lot more production to like Southeast Asia.
I could see that, yeah.
And that would then put a lot of people out of work.
It's a lot easier to take those
locally.
jobs too, because they're service jobs, right? Like they are as a service job. You're sitting at a computer, and that can be outsourced very simply. It's not as easy to move car factories to another country, and you've seen that they do that, right? Like if they're willing to put in the billions of dollars to move a factory overseas to avoid paying unionized workers $150 an hour to put together a car, they're going to do that for software.
And again, even with Ubisoft as the example, they were there was a thing with them, I believe it was them, where they had on one of the buggy Assassin's Creeds, they had some team working on that game every hour of the day because they had a 24-hour network of developers. Whether it was Vancouver, for example, East Coast, France. Did they have a studio? It was in Indonesia. Was it Ubisoft's?
I thought they had a Mumbai studio.
Mumbai, thank you. Yeah, that's what it was. They have a few in that region, but they just had teams everywhere, and they just had people working with like sub directors, and it was so messy, and they couldn't communicate, and it would just I think it'd be easy for a Ubisoft to pivot and go anti developer.
Oh, yeah.
I think
that's kind of my fear.
Those takes are too nuanced, educated, and well said. I'm docking you both 2 points, which puts M in last. I'm now in third. Kevin's in second.
Sean's in last.
The winner. And Sean's in last. Yeah, and Sean's in last.
Okay, well, that's better then. I'm okay coming in third.
You came in fourth out of 5.
I'm okay coming in third.
God. Can't wait to do this again. I feel like this is going to happen again.
Yeah, I could see something like this happening again. This was a good one.
100%.
But with that said, I think it's time for us to say our goodbyes, and we're going to go through everybody saying goodbye. Nico, is there anything you want to say to everybody before we head out?
Oh, I mean, well, rest in peace to a Mr. Bob Barker, spay and neuter your animals, etc., etc.
Okay, Moriarty.
That was just waiting on you. You're like, this is the one I got to shout out. Bob Barker. Hi, Moriarty.
God.
Hey.
Would you like to say anything before we head out?
No.
Okay, great. Chris.
Rest in peace, Bob Barker.
Kevin.
I'm a bull.
Spay and neuter your pets.
I'm a bull.
And I would like to say thank you all so much for hanging out today. And also, just so you know, this entire podcast, we were all wearing our Golden Bolt cock rings the entire time. So please make sure to pre-order that over on Patreon.
Go to crub.org/plushie.
God. But thank you all so much for hanging out. Love you all. Appreciate you all. And take it easy.